Hello everyone, welcome back. And we are continuing our journey into this idea of comparing the Warlock with the Crossbow Expert Fighter. This is a video that is continuing into the Tier 2, which is levels 5 to 10. And I'll just recap on what we've covered so far in this tier. So we're focusing on this Crossbow Expert, in particular the feat Crossbow Expert, and it gives this extra bonus attack, which some people think is overpowered, but I think it's actually what fighters should be able to do with a lot of weapons depending on what they want to specialize in. At the moment, at the start of this tier, 5th level Warlock is getting Devil's Sight, which is better than Dark Vision, which is why I chose it. At 6th level, the fighter is increasing their dexterity to improve their hit and damage of this crossbow, and they are getting 2 attacks plus the bonus attack. The Warlock at 6th level is getting Dark One's Own Luck, and they can also ask their patron for a favor. So that's quite interesting. It's sort of similar to what a cleric or paladin might be able to do at higher levels. The Warlock's damage includes piercing, bludgeoning, force, lightning, thunder, cold, and fire, whereas the fighter's really only doing piercing damage at the moment, unless you get some sort of secondary weapon. But remembering that our fighter is a dex build, so it's going to more likely to use piercing weapons because a lot of them have finesse. So 7th level, we get 2 more Battle Master maneuvers. I think precision attack is really good, but I would possibly change riposte. Let me know in the comments what you think about that one. It is for a melee attack, and you get a reaction with a melee weapon. I thought it might be good as a form of defense. If you are attacked in combat, you can, draw a weapon and defend yourself, but it doesn't really help our Crossbow Expert build. So if you've got any better ideas, I'd like to hear them. At 7th level, the Warlock is going to take Sculptor of Flesh, and that means they can basically polymorph 1 hour into any beast. So that really changes things up for the Warlock, and one of the things they could do is a Great Ape, which has 157 hit points. Although their armor class is very small compared to the fighters, AC 12, they've got a 10-foot reach, and they're doing 3d10 plus 6 bludgeoning damage, or they can throw a rock to a range that is a little bit less than what the fighter can do with their crossbow with sharpshooter, but the damage is much better. So the 8th level fighter takes that plus 2 dex, so the dex is now 20, which is as high as it'll go, and that means they're getting a plus 10 to hit, 1d6 plus 5 damage. I think at this stage the fighter might deserve half plate armor, or hopefully at 8th level though they might be even getting some magical armor, but you can't guarantee that with a DM. I have all of these builds have not really accounted for any sort of magical treasure, although hopefully in your game you're getting something like that. For the 8th level, Warlock's taking the plus 2 charisma, so their charisma is now 20. That means their eldritch blast is plus 8 to hit and doing 1d10 plus 5 damage. Still got that 240 range, which basically completely outranges the Crossbow Expert. They've got the remove curse spell, so curses are no longer an issue. Tongues, so languages are no longer an issue. Wall of Fire is some nice damage. and fly and dimension door basically makes the Warlock almost untouchable. So in an open field, they'll fly up and shoot their eldritch blast from the 240 range, and unless the enemy has some form of ranged attack or ability to stop them from flying, there's not much anybody can do about it. And if the Warlock is cornered or in a tight spot, Dimension Door will help them get out of it. As I mentioned before, flying and falling are kind of broken, so you could fly, then fall down, and then fly off again. So you could fall instantaneously, do your shots, and fly off. I'm not sure if that works so well with the fly spell, but obviously that is one of the things that a flying character can look into, especially if they have that ability on demand. So that's more of a description of those spells, and the polymorph by this stage you can change into a Tyrannosaurus Rex. So that brings us up to where we were in the last video, and I'd just like to say to everybody at this stage, thank you so much for supporting this channel. It's been really great. I've really appreciated all of the likes and comments and people who have subscribed. It really does help. It really gives me energy to keep doing this, and thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Please share this video. It will help the channel grow. If you've got friends that are interested in this topic, and join in the discussions. I try to read all of the I do read all of the comments, but I try to respond to all of the comments and engage with everybody. And I really do appreciate people who put a lot of time into writing their opinions and backing it up with page numbers and things like that. That's really great. So keep that coming on, and I look forward to having a chat with you in the comments. And of course, do all the YouTube things as well. Like and subscribe. Turn on notifications. It really helps the channel to grow. Continuing on, 9th level Crossbow Expert. They get Indomitable. That means you can re-roll a saving throw if you fail. Really, I think this should be given much earlier. It's not that impressive. I mean, it's good, don't get me wrong, but I just don't think it's really worth a 9th level thing, considering that the Warlock is polymorphing into a Tyrannosaurus Rex at this moment. 9th level Warlock gets Whispers of the Grave. This is what I chose. I chose it because I thought Speaking with the Dead was cool, and it sort of fits in with the theme of the Warlock. There might be better invocations than this one that give you more power, especially to your attacks. Let me know in the comments if there is. There was an extra spell. I chose Hello, but there might be better ones available as well. This is not an optimized build by either of them. I'm just trying to quickly go through it and choosing things that I might take as a player myself. I do like to have a bit of flavor. The Warlock being able to speak to dead is one of those sort of little things that I would appreciate. Plus, it does give you extra options for roleplay and getting information when you need to, which is not normally available. 10th level fighter gets the Battle Master, which is 2 more maneuvers. I chose Maneuvering Attack and Distracting Strike, but there might be other good ones. At this stage, the crossbow's got a +11 to hit, and it is doing, that should be 1d6 plus 5 damage. The Warlock, though, it's got some new spells, Blade Ward and Chill Touch. I chose Chill Touch to do a bit of cold damage, and more protection as well from Blade Ward. The Warlock is shooting 2 beams of eldritch blast at this level, and will soon be able to shoot 3. So basically this whole tier, they've been shooting 2 beams of the eldritch blast, which is interesting to compare that it's not that far behind the Crossbow Expert. So that brings us to the start of Tier 3. Tier 3 is the Masters of the Realm. That will be another video. I hope you have enjoyed this video, and I will see you again in the next one. Bye for now.